Peace be with you. Welcome to Healing Life with Positivity 24/7, 365, 365, 24/7, where we obsessively, compulsively, deliberately focus on all things positive. If you're returning back to the channel, welcome back. If you're new, come on in, like, share, subscribe if you like the vibe already. Shout out to all the people that really do put really good comments. Like, this is a platform where we collaborate and we talk about what has helped us up until this point with the hopes that it will help somebody else, maybe through a tough situation. Okay. The other day I read a comment and somebody was just talking about diseases and inheriting all these curses through the bloodline. I was like, oh no. I recommend that you really do some shadow work. One thing you never want to do is claim lupus and claim, cancer. When we as evolved people know that cancer stems from resentment, this is what the doctors won't tell you. Okay. Yeah. There's always a metaphysical reason, in my opinion, for anything that ails you. And this is something proven, tested, and tried. I've seen people with stage 4 cancer go to acupuncture, acupressure, and the cancer has been removed. I've seen people meditate. I've seen people go into healing centers and hug a tree and get rid of lupus. So shout out to you, whoever you are. My heart goes out to you in a very genuine way. I hope that you don't feel you need to claim those biological curses in your lineage. Don't do that to yourself. This is where you stand up triumphantly, and we're going to bond in triumph, not trauma, so that you're strong enough to break these curses. But today is absolutely declare and decree day, okay? By way of the declare and the decree deck. Declare and decree, okay? I'm trying to say that as quickly as I can, but I don't want to be quick about it. So let's just do it. So the first one says, I do declare and decree that all internal fear of my divine power is now destroyed from my energy in spirit and in flesh. And that's so interesting because this kind of resonates with that comment that caught my eye the other day. I hope you came back to heal with us positively, obsessively, and compulsively. But all internal fear of my divine power, because a lot of sicknesses and disease is based on fear of standing in our power. It's fear of taking on trauma from other family members. Oftentimes people say, "Ooh, you just like your mom. Ooh, you're just like your dad." That's the worst thing that anybody can speak on to you. Even if your mother was a very amazing person, she's her own person in her own right, and your father's their own person in their own right, and you're your own person. But I've seen people speak that over people and they become just like their father, just like their mother. They never find the opportunity to be authentic, right? So prime example, oh, well, my mama had diabetes and I got to have it because my mama had it. Like, they really claim it and they believe it. And then the body resonates with it and the body starts to generate that type of energy. It's like, no, God forbid, I'm not obligated to have diabetes just because my mother did. Maybe this is an opportunity for me to, one, change my mindset, my diet, and or my energy. Because anybody that really truly studies metaphysics and understands the power of words, diabetes stems from lack of love. Love really is the cure to everything, okay? And you talking to somebody that worked in Western medicine for over 19 years. Okay, we'll get into it a little bit later, okay? But my inner child, she has something to say. She's so happy today that we're breaking these curses. What else are we declaring and decreeing over our bloodline? I declare and decree that all spiritual warfare waged against myself and my loved ones and my children and my grandchildren in the future forever and ever are destroyed in spirit and in flesh right now, type of an energy, right? So right now we're declaring and decreeing this, but in this moment, what we're doing is we're speaking over the past, we're speaking into the present power, and we're absolutely speaking into the future, right? So yeah, your family's going to thank you in the future when they speak of you and they say, oh, my great, 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 great grandmother was a high priestess. Look at what she declared and decreed over us even before we were born. Listen, pray over your children. Okay, I declare and decree that all blockages, internal and external, that prevents me from experiencing a healthy love life are destroyed in spirit and in flesh. Any internal and external blockages that are trying to prevent me from experiencing a healthy love life with myself and others is now destroyed in spirit and in flesh. That's powerful. Because how many times does the inner child cry out because it's been violated? You know, something about remembering the first moments of pleasure and pain, right? Be that intimately, be that nurturing, be that hugging, be that kissing, be that somebody saying, you did a good job. That is a form of affection, or the lack thereof. So if you've gone through something where you have these internal battles, right? Or you were violated sexually, mentally, spiritually, however you see that violation, this is a great opportunity to go back into that shadow at whatever age and hear that little girl saying, listen, all blockages internally, externally, that are preventing me from experiencing a healthy love life with myself and others is destroyed now. I can see my 8-year-old self saying that. I can see my 5-year-old self saying that. The inner child in me, the inner young lady, is enjoying the fact that we are standing on spiritual business and going back into the trenches by way of the shadow to save our 5-year-old self, to save our 8-year-old self. And again, this applies if you're a masculine, the little boy, right? Okay. Maybe you don't need to do that. And if you don't, this is amazing. You can absolutely still speak this into your current moment and to your future self. Okay, listen. It's a collaborative effort, isn't it? I declare and I decree that all wicked rituals of sacrifice done against me and my ancestors and my children on me right now, in the past, the present, on all timelines and realms is now absolutely destroyed in spirit and in flesh. This is a good time. The new moon is really a good time to kind of balance a lot of that out, right? Okay, and speak these affirmations into your prayers, into your meditations. Yeah, let's meditate over this obsessively and compulsively. It's a good thing to be addicted to think this way, don't you think? Who would have thunk it? Okay, listen. It says, I declare and decree that all illusions about who I am, what I am, are now destroyed from my energy in spirit and in flesh. Destroyed from my energy in spirit and in flesh. This reminds me of people that like to project. Yeah. For people that like to project their fears, like I said, people are innocent at best. Most times, some people are very intentional. But when you think about the people that raised you, sometimes they were doing things because they didn't know any better, right? Or sometimes they projected their fears onto you. Oh, don't do that. You're going to get sick. Oh, don't eat that. That's nasty, right? And they're telling you already. And here you are, this little person looking to figure out who you are. And maybe you're tasting new foods that you've never had before, and somebody's already decided for you because they are projecting their fears onto you. So this affirmation is absolutely amazing, especially again for people that like to project, right? All illusions about who I am are destroyed from my energy and spirit and in flesh. These are illusions. Okay. At the end of the day, the only thing that matters is what you think of yourself. Right? If the Most High is for you, then who's going to be against you? I don't know. Listen, declare and decree. I declare and decree that all pain and trauma caused towards myself and my ancestors and my offspring are now destroyed in spirit and in flesh, is what I'm hearing. Yes, absolutely. So this is, again, speaking over diseases, speaking over curses, speaking over mental illness, speaking over, anything in the bloodline that is deeply rooted, that needs to obviously be uprooted so that your lineage can be free. Anything that is not of the light, anything that is not of love and light, at this point, you have to say, I declare and decree that that curse, that whatever that is, right, it stops with me. Give it a name it, right? Give it its own right, and then get rid of it, right? It's something about naming emotions and pains and curses to make it real in the atmosphere. You're speaking over it like, hey, depression, hey, depression has a name. Depression's name is depression. Hey, depression, how you doing? Okay, good. Listen, wish you were doing better, but we're going to have to break up. I know my mother's mother suffered from depression and anxiety, but you and I cannot go any further. That curse is going to have to stop here. The conversation goes real, like a little something like that. You got to keep it real. It's a very real keeping it a buck conversation. Listen, all pain and trauma caused towards myself, my ancestors, and my offspring are now destroyed in spirit and in flesh. Oh, show me what I need to see. What else are we declaring and decreeing on this day? I declare and decree that all blockages of memories of who I am are destroyed in spirit and in flesh. Now that's interesting. All blockages of memories of who I am are destroyed in spirit and in flesh. Oftentimes, people say, well, who am I? What am I here to do? I don't remember my past life. I don't remember, my purpose. Remember, the spirit always knows the way. The spirit knows the way. Okay. Sometimes we get into these human experiences and we, get a little lost and we need to be awakened. Hence the fact that we called it an awakening, right? So now that you are consciously recognizing those blockages, you're saying, you know what, any blockages that stop me from remembering what I've come to do, who I am, because of an experience or maybe a pain or a trauma, right? It's destroyed. I absolutely do destroy it right now in spirit and in flesh. The more I speak over it, the more I say it, the more it is. And so it is so. And so now this is what taking back your power looks like. This is what it feels like. That felt real good to me, y'all. I felt a big shift in energy. Okay. Yeah. Somebody could be projecting a lot onto you. You got a lot of people sometimes in the family that are not ready to heal. So sometimes they project their fears onto children. Oh, it's your fault that he left, or it's your fault that he cheated. Whatever these people in your life did to you, only you know those pains and those traumas. One, it starts with forgiveness. It's like, you know what? I forgive you because you're just a child out here adulting. But now that I'm taking my power back, it goes a little something like this. I declare and decree that all sexual, physical, emotional, spiritual, cords, and toxic attachments to me, my lineage, my children, my future children, my past children, my past lives, and all past sexual partners, both consensual and non-consensual, and the Jezebel spirit attached to those encounters are absolutely, finally, totally, forever and ever destroyed in spirit and in flesh. Whew. Listen, somebody's got to declare and decree it, and that somebody is you, hence the fact that you are chosen. At the bottom of the deck, it says, I declare and decree that all feeling of defeat and powerlessness are destroyed from my energy in spirit and in flesh. Oh, thank you. Next card, I declare and decree that all blockages to my creativity and my ability to co-create the life that I want are now destroyed. There are no blockages, right? We're not allowing it. We're not allowing any negative projections or any negative cord attachments or anything that is not of self-love and anything that does not make me feel good, right? Has been destroyed from my energy right now in this moment in spirit and in flesh. Ooh, and so it is so. I declare and decree that all unhappy relationships, friendships, and associations are cleared from my energy in spirit and in flesh. Again, this deck is from Shavi Zane. Okay, she does have a platform. She's amazing. I absolutely do love her. She is my soul tribe sister. She reminds me a lot of myself because she's so she has a passion for people, and I can just feel her passion, you know, but she's a no nonsense type of person, which I absolutely do appreciate. I like somebody that keeps it real, right? Shavi Zane, it's CHHA, V as in victory, I, Zane, Z as in zebra, AINE is her platform. She's amazing. So this is the declare and decree session for the week. Write these down, rewind the tape, play it as much as possible, obsessively, compulsively, until you memorize this, until you are walking and breathing these words and your body knows, the cells in your body. You say the cells in my body are resonating with the words that I have spoken. And so now I am the living word. And so therefore you inadvertently, or really literally, okay, are inevitably creating a shield of protection for yourself, for your younger self, healing the inner child, allowing that child to move forward from trauma, right? And it also caters to your current now self, and your future self is now better because of the changes that you're making right now. Oh, listen. You know how many people are going to make a change in the choices that they make right now, and how that will affect their health, their mind, and their body in the future? How your future self is going to thank you because you decided to eat a salad instead of taking down a bottle of cognac. Okay, well, that was a bit extreme, but it matters, right? Okay, we all got vices or had vices. You know what your vices are, you know, whatever that is. We do things in balance, and this is how we heal. This is what healing looks like, though. But ever, listen, I love y'all. I love you. I love you so much. I love you. I love you. I love you. Wherever you are on this beautiful planet, I love you. I love you. If you want to donate, please do. If you want to send me love and light here on the platform, I absolutely do appreciate that. I love you so very much. And I will see you soon in the next video. Wrap your arms around yourself. Oh, find a mirror and let yourself know that you are worthy. You matter. You have every right to be here. And you are well. And you are speaking your peace eloquently, peacefully, authentically, being yourself. Nobody is you, and you are nobody else. But I thank the Most High that we are here together, loving and healing obsessively and compulsively, deliberately, 24/7, 365. I will see you in the next video. Until then, peace be with you.